talking a lot about labor shortages in the pandemic, and don't expect to see anyone taking your order at this dumpling shop in New York City. Yahoo Finance's Karina Mitchell explains.
At this recently opened automated restaurant in the East Village, how you order is as important as what you order. This assembly line can make up to 3,000 dumplings a day.
Another tray.
The fast casual is the brainchild of founder Stratus Morfogen and developed as an extension to another family-owned dining destination for decades, Brooklyn Chop House. The menu focuses entirely on dumplings, from decadent all the way to dessert, even breakfast varieties, as well as traditional favorites. But it's the way they serve customers that makes this place interesting. Diners order and pay on the website, their phone, or at the in-house kiosks. Meanwhile, in the back, the food is prepped and packed.
3 dumplings in the order. We put a little pitchfork here. Soy sauce. And now your order's ready in less than 3 minutes. I take the orders. I bring them into the 145-degree locker. I hit done, and we're done.
On the flip side, they're warm and ready to go with zero human interaction along the way. Morfogen says the formula is a winning strategy for restaurants and diners.
But I believe if we can lower the payroll from the industry norm of 25 to 30% down to 12 to 15% using technology and the automat, I believe we're going to turn that number from 7 out of 10 failures to not just 7 out of 10 successful stories, 7 out of 10 restaurants that will thrive.
He's banking customers will bite.
I actually tried some of those dumplings. They were really good. But here to discuss more about the push to automate is Stratus Morfogen, Brooklyn Dumpling Shop founder. Sir, thank you so much for being here. I want to start off by asking you a couple of questions. First of all, you call Brooklyn Dumpling the Tesla of automats. Want to know what you mean by that. And then also, just from a cost and efficiency standpoint, the restaurant's been open for a while. What are you seeing as far as how well it's working as a model, particularly given labor supply, tightness issues at the moment, as well as other issues?
Well, the reason why I call it the Tesla of automats is it's fully automated. It's controlled from your smartphone. Other automats that had got reincarnated were basically you have to go and touch a dirty screen. Even with our self-ordering kiosk, we allow the consumer to use their smartphone as a remote control. So we've taken tech to a different level in regards to the automat. And then when it comes to the technology of it, we added the UV lights. We have heated and refrigerated lockers. And it's been really well received. And we're super excited. And now we're even launching our drive-through model where we'll actually scan the customer's license plate for their credit card info, where they'll come in and out of their drive-through without having zero communication with any of our staff. It'll all be remote control, phone operated, and with QR codes.
And then I want to ask you, how have rising commodity prices and freight impacted your business model and operations? Are you passing any of your costs onto the consumer right now?
Well, yeah. So, our ingredients, because we use pretty high quality ingredients, the prices have gone through the roof. We are absorbing most of it as we're a new company, where, our food costs may have went from 23% to 29%. So we know it's going to change in the next 6 to 9 months. In regards to packaging and dry goods that we get overseas, we were ready for this. We've had actually 4 cargo containers arrive in the last 6 months, and we store everything at a big Navy yard in Brooklyn. And that's enough for about 25 of our new franchisees that are opening within the next 10 months. We're ready for them, and we're all stocked up already.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating to see all that stuff that you've built out there. Is all of that proprietary in-house, or did you turn to some tech partners to kind of get it off the ground?
Panasonic. Yeah, I went to old Panasonic. I actually went to a few other companies prior to them. They promised me the world and couldn't even deliver a village. So Panasonic and I got together. I actually gave them my bullet points of what I expect from this, and they delivered far and beyond my expectations. And yeah, it's proprietary for Brooklyn Dumpling Shop, our version of it. They do have other versions that they have available for other retailers, and we're welcoming it. I'm actually trying to help other restaurateurs to push, because historically the hospitality industry has been very late to the tech game, and that was, I just got back from Vegas from the Food on Demand show and the Restaurant Finance show, and it's finally coming together because COVID exposed a lot of us, and basically we didn't even have an online platform for online ordering. We didn't even have a social media presence for the industry, not us. We were ready. And finally, I think hospitality learned their lesson that we have to embrace technology to make a better model here. And, if we could get our payroll down to 15 to 20% instead of the industry norm of 32%, we're not just saving, a restaurant or saving one restaurant change. We're really changing the game on the industry for making it a more efficient model.
I want to ask you quickly, what sort of interest have you been seeing from people who want to franchise from you?
Well, we're the first restaurant that ever sold 55 franchises before we even opened store one. We are right now over 100 franchises sold. And the reason why the love affair with the franchise community is that with 3 employees, you can actually operate a restaurant servicing 400 to 500 customers a day. And that's the beauty of this model. The technology doesn't stop in front of the house. We have a back-end technology where it speaks directly to our provider, which is Cisco Foods. And without anyone speaking, we can control their par sheets of inventory levels without even getting on the phone. Once the par sheet's reduced to a certain level, it generates a purchase order, and the product is delivered within 48 hours. We streamlined this not just from the front of the house, which is getting a lot of the press, the back of the house as well. And it's been super exciting to see how we can actually function and give a great experience and be under 20% payroll. And I believe that the 7 out of 10 restaurants that fail in our industry, the number one reason, and this is pre-COVID, is the expense of payroll. Now we have another problem. Can't even find payroll. But we haven't had that problem either at Brooklyn Dumpling Shop or at Brooklyn Chop House, because people are excited to join our team because it's a very tech-forward concept.
That's pretty fascinating. I mean, we're talking with people who are automating dishwashing as well. Now this, you wonder how many people are actually going to be able to still work in the food business anyways. But Stratis Morfogen, Brooklyn Dumpling Shop founder, appreciate you giving us an inside look there. Very fascinating stuff. I got to go try those dumplings. We're going to take another quick break here on the show. When we return, digging deeper into the